farther out than his normal range, and the rebound by Griffin. Now Maravich bringing it up. Maravich is 7th in assists in the league this year. He got the pick. Robinson set it in a foul. Coming off behind Owens is Merriweather on the play.
Owens had good position there that time. There was no way that Merriweather could have got the rebound. He should have just stayed there and let him have the ball.
That's a great example of a loose ball foul, and it is the second team foul against the Jazz in the quarter with 7:35 to go, and the Blazers have won.
And that's
There's a timeout. Gus on the field. We'll talk about what's going on the court when we get back. Good. The major threat from the United States. You're watching Dave Twardzik and Johnny Davis bring it up. 7:30 to go. We're in the second quarter. 39-33 as Portland leads. Neal up front, working along now with Bob Gross. In the hole, Bill Walton back in the ball game. That's Walton underneath, looking for the offensive move. Johnny Davis, great quickness. Has it blocked, but he might have been fouled on the play. Johnny Davis was fouled. He'll go to the line out of Dayton, drafted number 2 by Portland. 22 years old. He's very, very quick.
He showed his quickness on that move. Plus, he can get up in the air also.
He did a great job when Dave Twardzik was injured in the playoffs last year. Would you believe it? Last year he was just a rookie, and he played with tremendous confidence in the playoff series. He gets them both, and with 7:17 to go in the second quarter, Portland leads 41-33. That's Watts bringing it up against Twardzik. Watch Twardzik's left hand, and with a body, it's count. It counts, and he's fouled. He cracked him with a body.
Very good move on Watts' part. Gave him a nice little fake, a double pump, and went up with the jumper.
You're looking at Portland with a record of 30-5 on the year. They lead the Pacific Division. On the other hand, the club that they are playing for the first time this year, incidentally, New Orleans, they are 16-21, 6 games back in the Central Division. Watts at the line, and Neal with a rebound. Now Twardzik brings it up. Twardzik, the best shooter in the NBA right now. Doesn't shoot very much, though.
That's their bread and butter play right there. I'm sure that he gets at least 4 or 5 layups a night off of that pass from Walton.
The old give and go to Big Bill Walton. That's one of the reasons Walton is so highly regarded in the NBA. 6:46 to go, second quarter. 43-35. Maravich had to alter his shot because of Walton, and he ends up with the ball. That's Griffin looking inside. That's Watts in tight. Slick Watts.
Turnaround fadeaway jumper. I don't know if that's his shot or not, but he got 2.
6.5 to go. We're in the second quarter. 43-37. The lead is 6 for Portland. Underneath Walton, up against Joe Merriweather. Merriweather not as strong. Quite quick, however. Walton looking for the pass. Does it so well. Now takes the 14-footer and drops it home.
Nice soft touch. He waited, made the good move, went to the hoop with a strong jumper.
Walton has 13 points, and it's 45-37. On this CBS regional telecast in Portland, 5:50 to go. We're in the first half. Walton with a rebound. Johnny Davis with great acceleration. Bad pass, and out of bounds she goes.
Good intention, good idea, but it just didn't come up.
We have a timeout on the court. 5 minutes and 51 seconds left to go. We're in the second quarter of action in Portland, Oregon. The score, the Trailblazers 45, the Jazz 37. We're back here in Portland. 5:51 to go in the second quarter. 45-37, the Trailblazers lead. Gus Johnson, there's an interesting sideline in this afternoon's game, and that would be in rebounding between the two big men.
Well, I'll tell you, Walton has 7 rebounds up to this point, and Robinson has 5. Now, Robinson's been averaging like about 10 rebounds a game. He's had, in his last 35 or 37, he's had averaged more than 10 rebounds or double figures in each one of those games.
He has played 3 more games, and he's almost averaged 200 more rebounds. Not average, but gathered a total of 200 more than Walton this year. He's done a great job. Number 21, the guy with the ball right now. Watch him go to the hoop. He went right to the hoop and got fouled.
Very strong move to the hoop.
Portland 30-5, the best record in the NBA, and if they win this one today...
Okay, he's got the ball inside now. He's making his move. He's coming back with his left hand, and there's a foul right here. Very good move.
If Portland wins this one today, Jack Ramsey will officially be, mathematically, the coach in Atlanta for the All-Star game. And that's Jack right there. What a job he has done with this club.
Which could possibly give Portland 7 individuals in the All-Star game.
You're right.
Believe that or not.
You're right, because they have the trainer already there.
The trainer's there, and sure Jack will take his assistant along, and Walton,
Gross,
Lucas, and possibly Hollins or Twardzik.
Boy, that's some representation
Yes, sir.
for a great city. It has turned this city all around. They are united with one thought.
It has that old
Blazer mania. Isn't that what they call it?
That's what they call it. It has that old college enthusiasm.
45-39, 5:20 to go, second quarter. The team of the ball in white, Portland leading the New Orleans Jazz. That's Walton finding Neal all alone.
Very good pass. He waited again for what he wanted. They're going to catch him on the top of that lane, though, hooking with the elbow.
9 assists last night against Detroit. What a battle between he and Lanier. Lanier played very well against him and outscored him. Oh, what a great backhanded pass by Paul Griffin, but a travel on the play against Maravich.
Very nice pass, and I think just that intimidation of Walton being there, which he does so well, caused Pete to travel.
The lead is 8 for the men with the ball, the Portland Trailblazers. Merriweather up against Walton in the hole. Hollins all alone gets the pass. There he is, in for 2.
He was so alone he couldn't believe it. He hesitated on the shot.
Watts got picked and fell down on the play. Maravich bringing it up against Hollins. What a battle Hollins had last night with Eric Money. I mean, physical most of the evening. Paul Griffin.
I like him. He's shooting the ball very well. He's aggressive on the boards.
Paul Griffin scoring, making it now 49-41. The lead is 8 for the club with the ball. The Trailblazers. Walton really looking to the hoop. I can remember Jack McMahon, Gus, telling me he saw Walton play in high school. He's one of the best big men shooting outside in high school he'd ever seen.
When he's shooting the ball like that, there's no way in the world that you can beat him, because he can take you inside and beat you or outside.
Incredible, yet he does not look to the hoop that much. Maravich shows he can score outside.
Anytime.
Pete now has pumped his average up to 28 on the year, and he scored 11 here after a slow start with 2 in the first period. 51-43 the score. Twardzik. Rebounded underneath by Merriweather. Over to Watts. Merriweather is down, and so is Twardzik, and a traveling violation going to be called against Slick Watts. Rich Kelly comes back in the ball game at center. Coming out is Joe Merriweather. Lucas comes in also, Maurice Lucas. They call him the enforcer here, but that's a bad nickname for him.
I think it is. If you know the man, there's no way you could call him an enforcer. He's a big man. He plays with authority. He plays and he demands respect on the floor. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I don't know who gave him that handle, but it doesn't do him justice. He's a fine, aggressive, clean playing forward.
Hard worker.
No question about it. Maurice Lucas out of Marquette. I guess they gave it to him after he decked Artis Gilmore, getting a couple of scraps a couple of years ago. But he's a fine, clean player. That's Walton moving on. Rich Kelly.
Somebody must have said something to him, because he did not look for the hoop like that last night.
Night, Bill Walton was so upset with himself, even though they won the game, and so upset with the style of play that he went home banging doors. And Jack Ramsey said before the game he felt that Walton was upset because he wasn't in the flow of things. Now he's in the flow of things. Bill Walton with the ball. Back over to Hollins.
They just make it look so easy. It's like a basketball clinic out here.
55-43. The lead is 12. 3 minutes to go. This is the biggest lead enjoyed right now by Portland. A clinic it is indeed.
But look where they're starting it with the ball. They're way out with the ball. They cannot get down inside.
Twardzik fouls him. Jack Ramsey doesn't like the call. Coming into the ball game, the former Los Angeles Laker, Corky Calhoun. Number 10. We have a timeout. 3 minutes flat to go, second quarter. The score 55-43. The Blazers over the Jazz. The Blazers lead by 12, 3 minutes to go. And next Sunday, the president of CBS Sports, Bob Wessler, and the executive vice president of CBS Sports, Barry Frank, invite you all to Super Sunday on CBS starting at 10 in the morning. The regional NBA basketball at noon, live coverage of the final round of the Phoenix Open, and then at 1:30. The Super Bowl today, followed at 3 o'clock by Super Bowl 12, Denver against Dallas from the Superdome in New Orleans. So that's Super Sunday on CBS a week from today. And Gus, who do you like, Denver or Dallas?
I'll take Dallas. I'm going to ride with all the men that have all those shotguns.
Well, I got to go with you. It's like the Dallas Cowboys have a little more offense, but the Broncos are tough on defense. Great linebacker. That's Slick Watts. Trying to get it inside to Truck Robinson against Maurice Lucas, tapped away by Lionel Hollins. Griffin still in the game. 11 seconds to shoot. Maravich guns. That's Kelly behind Walton with a rebound. And I think he traveled. Yeah, he did.
Up and down. There's that intimidation again. The big man's everywhere in there. They're giving him just one shot at the hoop.
55-43. You see the score. 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go. Hey, at halftime, we're going to have a horse contest. That's right. CBS brings you each halftime this year a horse contest with NBA performers. That's Walton missing inside and tipped in.
Hollins inside there.
What a game Hollins has had. He's got 17 along with Bill Walton. That man with 17. 2:20 to go. 3 team fouls on the Jazz and 4 team fouls on the Blazers. Fine looping pass inside as Rich Kelly gets the little man towards it, and Watts hit him.
They took advantage of the mismatch, one of the very few times that they have.
So the lead was 14. It's cut back now to 12. That's Corky Calhoun. That's not normally his shot in the corner. Rebounded by Maravich. He moves by Twardzik neatly. Oh, soft touch.
Boy, you know, he just comes at you. You never know what he's going to do, but that's the advantage he has, too.
Maravich cuts it down now. 13 for Pete Maravich on the afternoon. He cuts the lead to 10. Now Lucas outside. Over to Calhoun. Calhoun against Griffith. Tries again deep. And Johnson. Or rather, Robinson pushing off underneath. Perhaps you couldn't see it. Walton hollered. Robinson with the rebound to Maravich. Pistol Pete with the guns going now with 15. The lead is 8.
And if he loads both of them up, we can see something going down the stretch here.
He can really fire them. Portland has won 38 in a row on this court. They're 20-0 this year in regulation play. Hollins has it knocked away. Off his fingertips, they say. Watts with a good play.
Good defensive play by Slick. Fouled him there and had the ball with him.
So Mr. Seattle, who will become Mr. New Orleans, if things are worked out in the front office in New Orleans, they're talking about moving him down there. He did such a great job in PR in Seattle. He's now playing with Maravich. Maravich with a scoop shot. Lucas with a rebound with a minute to go in the second quarter. That's Twardzik along with Hollins. Great body control.
Went to the hoop, let the man go by him, scoop, and laid the ball in.
19 for Lionel Hollins. And it's 59-49 in favor of Portland. A quiet man showing he can do it. Rich Kelly can't hang on to the rebound as Watts misses. Twardzik brings it up 3-on-3. That's Walton with it. Slick Watts, Maravich, 27 seconds to go in the first half. Lucas caught him outside high. You see the time remaining in the first half. The lead right now is 10 for Portland.
Well, there wasn't very much that Luke could do on that. Pete had him beat, had one step on him, so he just ran along and bumped him.
Jack Ramsey talking to us before the game told Gus Johnson and myself, if we can run New Orleans, we can beat them.
And they're doing that right now. They're giving them one shot at the hoop. They're forcing them out of their range for the shots.
Portland has won 5 in a row. Maravich countering there from the line. Now has 16, and at the foul line, he's 2 for 2 this afternoon. New Orleans has won 2 in a row. They've been playing fairly well lately. They won 3 of the last 5.
Yes.
23 seconds left to go. 59-50. That's the score. No doubt looking for the last shot. The Portland Trail Blazers. Twardzik can hit outside. Doesn't shoot enough to win the crown in the NBA scoring.
Yeah, but any one of those guys are capable of getting this last hoop for him, though.
4 seconds to shoot. Blocked on a great play underneath. Taken away by Truck Robinson, and that's the horn has not gone off. We have 1 second left. 1 second to go in the first half of play. Who gets the ball? Now John Vanek is approaching the official timer to find out why a buzzer went off.
The buzzer should have went off. I don't know what the discrepancy is right now, but they're over there trying to find it out.
So they are now trying to find out why the buzzer went off when there's a second left on the clock. That's Jack Ramsey talking with John Vanek. Well, Maravich comes over to find out what's going on. Let's see what they're going to talk about. If the ball is dead, without the buzzer, the game is over. If the ball is alive and the buzzer then dictates what happens. So the ball is dead, and they're going to give him 1 second left. So let's see what happens. Watts is going to shoot it. It'll count if it goes. Hit a fan in the first row. So that officially marks the end of the first half here now in Portland, Oregon, the home of the world champions. And at the end of 2 quarters, you see the scoreboard. The Blazers, who led as much as 14 at one time in the second quarter, now have the lead of 9 in the score at the end of 2 periods. The Portland Trail Blazers 59, the New Orleans Jazz 50.